This is Frank with Adventures of Frank and Tina. Got my coffee this morning, riding down the road, headed to work. It's going to be short, it's not going to be long like the last one. This is going to be a short one. We're going to have a short segment of, one or two things that are going to focus on common sense. Talking about today was my granddad and me when I was about, I was somewhere around 7 or 8 years old. My grandfather and me went out and worked on his barn. And we put an addition on it. And he said, now watch this, son. We're going to dig this footing. And we're going to have to make sure this thing is square. You see this thing right here? It's called a square. It's going to be what we're going to check our square by. And make sure we're square. And the whole time we were digging that footing, he just lined it up over and over again, checking it. Make sure that thing was square. And when we dug it out, he wanted to make sure that thing was level, because he wanted the same amount of concrete from one end of that footing to the other. So we went in and we leveled it up with a level and made sure it was square. And he said, this is what this level is for, just make sure it's square. So we poured the concrete, and he went ahead and put string levels on it and made sure that was square. Made sure that was level. Waited for it to dry, went back the next day. I think it was day after next. I think we did that on Saturday, and it was Monday. And anyway, we went back Monday, started laying the block. Me and him laid the block the whole way. He said, watch this, son, check it. Level, square. Level, square. Once we got the next course up, he said, we're going to do something else called plumb. We're going to make sure it's level, square, and plumb. And I said, why do you worry about all this so much? Let's just lay the block. He said, well, son, if you do that, by the time you get to the top, nothing's going to line up. Nothing's going to be right. When you're at the end of your project, you're going to have a mess. You're not going to have nothing worth having. He said, so watch. That's the way we're going to do it. We got the block up, finished the cap blocks, level, square, plumb. Started up with the bottom plate, level, well, square and plumb. Or not plumb, just square, basically. Then we set the walls up there, built them, made sure they were square, made sure they were plumb, made sure they were level, put them up. Put the siding on it, made sure it was square, made sure it was level, got everything ready, set the rafters on it. Set the rafters on it, made sure they were square, put the plywood down. Every piece of plywood fit perfectly. He knew what he was doing. By the time it was over, that building was just beautiful. Easily built, no messing up, no going back over it. He told me when we was done, I was proud of it, and he was proud of it. Still standing out there today. And he was proud of it, and I was proud of it, and he said, all right, little man, that's what he used to call me, little man. He said, all right, little man, he said, I want you to learn something from this. He said, you know how we had everything level, square, and plumb through this whole job? I said, yes, sir. He said, I want you to do that same thing with your money. He said, I want you to keep it level, square, plumb, and check it every now and again and make sure it's right. Make sure everything's on the level, make sure everything's square. Make sure everything's plumb, and make sure everybody's paid. Make sure that you've got enough to be able to cover what you got to do. He said, I want you to make sure that you use the same philosophy that we've got here with your children when you have kids. He said, I want you to start out level, square, and plumb. Tell them the truth. Don't tell them lies. He said, take care of them. Do what you're supposed to do. Level, square, and plumb. He said, do the same thing with your marriage. He said, don't let anything get out of level. And if anything ever is, put it right back. He said, put it right back where it is, right then. He said, because if you let it go to the end of it, you ain't going to have nothing. He said, just like with that building. He said, most of all, you need to have this with God. You need to check your relationship with Him. Make sure it's level, make sure it's square, make sure it's plumb. And if it ain't, get on your knees and ask forgiveness to straighten it back out. Some absolute uncommon common sense that it all is just really easy if you try to keep it level, square, and plumb and check it ever so on, make sure it is, and if it's not, straighten it back out. That goes with anything you got. I found out later on it goes with your business. It goes for your friendships. It goes for your any kind of relationship you've got. It goes for your vehicle. I mean, it just goes for everything in life. It goes for your physical. I've gained 5 pounds a year. 5 pounds a year for 30 years. Added up. That's how I got in this shape. I didn't just all of a sudden one day wake up, boom, I blowed up. That wasn't like that little girl off Willy Wonka. Even though my daughter says I am, I was not like that. I just 5 pounds a year, and I got fat because I did not go back and check it and then get it in shape at the 5 pounds. If I would have, I wouldn't have a problem. It's just like my dad said about a car. He said, if you want a car to last you the rest of your life, what you got to do is no matter what, no matter how small it is, when a part breaks or a part fails, change that part, put a new one on it. No matter what it is. If you get a scratch on it, fix it right then. He said if you get something goes out, fix that right then, just as soon as you possibly can. Fix it. He said that car in 30 years will be a brand new car if you do that. And he's straight up right. It is. If you take care of things as they come and check them and make sure and do it a little at a time, it's easy and everything will end up level and square. And there's my uncommon common sense for the day. I hope y'all have a great day. This video is getting right at 10 minutes long, and that's where I wanted to be. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Thanks for liking Tina's page and subscribing. By the way, we have not been able to watch as many videos as we want to watch because we've been working constantly. And here's some common sense for you. You got to work first. You got to make your money first. You can't do what you know. I'd love to be able to watch videos all day and put out these videos all the time. I'm still trying to put out a few, but you got to work first. And what I'm doing on the weekend is going back and watching everybody's videos. I may get a little behind, but I will catch up. And I'm going to catch up. If you notice, I'll comment. All of them will come flooding in at once when it gets like this. It will not be this way in the wintertime, but it is this way in the summertime because we don't grow gardens, we grow houses. And in our house garden, it's only summertime. So I'm working from when the sun comes up until the sun goes down. And sometimes I'm coming home and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to make a video when I get home. And then I get home and I fall asleep in the chair. I don't even make it to the bed. And I can't watch no videos because I done fell asleep. I wake up the next morning, jump in the shower, head off to work again, and it's as early as it can be. But anyway, Tina's got 3 kids at home, so she can't watch videos all day. And she's taking care of a baby most days. So, anyway, y'all pray for us because summertime's hard on us. And it's not as easy as it was when we were 30. But we love y'all, and we definitely will be watching. So y'all have a great day. See you later. Bye.